Education to have the 2021 school calendar that is inclusive of all learners in 2 weeks. All learners currently at home are expected to report to school in January next year. Our Education Affairs reporter Sharon Baranga with that story.
January 2021, all learners who have been at home since March this year are expected to report to school. The learners have had the longest break in the history of the school calendar after learning institutions were closed indefinitely since the first case of COVID-19 infection was announced in the country.
The Ministry of Education will, within 14 days of the date hereof, announce the 2021 academic calendar, with all other classes expected to resume learning in January of 2021.
12th October, the first phase of learners from grade 4, class 8 and form 4 reported to school. From that time, a number of schools recorded cases of COVID-19 infections, which also resulted to the death of some teachers.
The gradual and phased reopening of schools that began with the examination classes is being carefully monitored at all levels so as to ensure that our young Kenyans are safe and secure as they continue preparing for their national examinations.
Meanwhile, the president has emphasized that come 2021, all learners are expected to report to school.
That for the second year, we have been able to achieve a transition rate of 100% from primary to secondary schools. And even as we prepare to reopen schools, I once again reiterate that no child will be left behind, even those who unfortunately have transitioned into being young parents.
Schools' infrastructure for public day and boarding secondary schools will also be expanded in preparation for reopening of schools.
That our public day and boarding secondary school infrastructure is overstretched. As a result, our students are suffering congestion in both classes and dormitories. These challenges, however real, must not stop us from pursuing what we know to be the right thing for our children. Rather, they should act as motivation for us to work even harder.
In the recent days, education stakeholders have been involved in a debate on how to save time lost in the 2020 school calendar. It is expected that their recommendations will be factored in the meeting set to take place after the presidential address and during the designing of the 2021 school calendar. The learners currently in school will break for holiday on 23rd December. Health experts had earlier predicted that by January next year, the country will be on the road to flattening the curve on the COVID-19 infections. Sharon Baranga, TV 47.